Liberian owned. It is an exclusive sports platform that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station. Mary Sports provides you with the opportunity to interact directly with the stakeholders in the sector, the players, fans, including technicians. It comes your way once a week, every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. with a repeat on Thursday at 2 p.m. Midway Sports highlights major happenings and trending news, as well as captivating action and stories, all in the sector. VS
Well, good morning, pleasant. Welcome to this program, Sports Extra. Today is Tuesday and September 2, 2025. Well, we've been traveling maybe out of the show for couples of days now. A good again to see our best we can bring all of you back so that we can talk on those issues that are relating to our sporting area. But today, it's Tuesday, it seems to be more interesting because there are a lot of things been happening behind our back, things that we will be looking at, and we'll be talking about them, talking about it, bringing it to you, like the Beto Mass Champions Cup that is ongoing. We're into the semi-final stage of that competition. We will look at that. The Liberian national team is in Tunisia, Tunis. They will take on the Scottish Eagle of Tunisia day after tomorrow. And the day after tomorrow is Thursday, and Thursday believes to be the 4th of September. Who are those players arriving on the camp of the national team? We've been seeing several key players from across Youth, Africa, and the world at large arriving on the camp of Liberia. And we will be hoping to talk about that also too. And then in that process, we will take a look at a recent statement made by Blackman Warrior head coach Saint Chibley concerning the goalkeeper Bien. The coach criticized the goalkeeper for his poor and careless performance over the months. And Liberians are taking it to be something like the coach was in error or the coach is right. We will take a look at that. Shatta Angels is against the Liberia women's under 17 national team at the SKD Sports Stadium in a friendly match. They lead by a goal to 0 after the first 45 minutes of action. We hope to talk to one of the journalists covering that match from the SKD in that area. And then we will also look at the FC Fasel and Blackman Warrior chances of qualifying for the group stage of the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederation Cup. Well, Blackman Warrior, the Orange Cup winner of Liberia, have been paired against Cotonou Club of Benin. The first leg is on the 21st of September this month, so just 2-3 weeks away from that match. And then Liberia champions, FC Fasel, who is currently in Egypt, has been paired against MC Alger of Algeria. And we will be hoping to talk to Marcus Solomon, who is in Egypt with the team. Solomon will tell us how far is our preparation in terms of as FC Fasel continue their preparation. But two key Liberian players signed for Al Hilal. We've been seeing lately, we've been seeing couples of Liberian players, young players, have been leaving Europe, Liberia for Europe, Asia, Africa, and other parts of the world. Yesterday, Prince Mator was confirmed signed for Göttingen in the Superliga in Turkey. Well, the senior team of the team that Prince Mator signed for lost 3-1 to Fenerbahce, who just recently sacked Jose Mourinho after poor performance in the CAF, the UEFA Champions League qualifier. But it's good for our young boys. And we saw Emmanuel Ennis signed for MC Alger on the season, just the season one deal. We saw Nicholas Andrew Nick Jr. Put a pen to paper for Motas, first division club Fudiga FC in Europe. We saw Emmanuel Flomo and Kanesko all joining Al Hilal, the Sudanese Giants, who currently plays in the Mauritania Premier League. Details will be following. I'm Edwin Battlefield, and I've been out for almost 7 to 8, 9 days now. And I'd like to say good morning. Let's ride together, and it's good to be back on your television. Sports Extra is here for you. 10 to 11, 1 full hour talking point, analyzing all of the D's and non-D's in football, looking at the happenings that we talk. But we take this urgent break to be back. When we come back, we dive into our discussion. Don't go away, stay with us. So it's good again to be back. Thank you so much for joining us. But let's take a key look, firstly, beginning with the national team of Liberia. Liberia dream of qualifying to the FIFA World Cup 2026 is still alive. With these two away fixture, there could be a possibility. But I want this discussion to be interactive. So our producer, Clarence Dolo, will release the contact number on the screen for you, and he will also get us the tablet from my Miss Patricia so we can get it rolling. But I want us to make this discussion more interactive because looking at the Lone Star team, Liberia, our national team, our men's national team, what do we stand in terms of qualification? Where do we stand? Where do we stand in terms of qualification? 25-man listing is out. The team started preparation already in Liberia before departing for Tunisia. They're currently in Tunis. We will start the campaign. We will resume the campaign against Tunisia. You know, the last time Tunisia came here, they whipped us 1-0. And we wrote complaint, we filed complaint that we were cheated. So this time around is an opportunity for us to see how best we can end our frustration, our anger on them as it relates to the 1-0 that beat us here. But a good again that we play away is really, really a difficult task. But with the assurance, I'm sure that the Lone Star of Liberia will make a difference. The moment I hear the song, in the end, somebody clap for Lone Star. Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful Liberian song, but you know that song gave us spirit. It put us in preparation. It gave us the gear, that strong feelings that yes, indeed, we can make the difference. You know, Liberia is all we have. I can tell people, right? Just part that sometimes we can get the wulu balu stuff. You know, government I want to give money to the team, the thing like this. But to also let's look at the coach selection. Yes, I get very serious issue with the selection made for Tunisia and that of Malawi fixture. Very serious issue on this selection, right? One, let's look at the defense. Kemo Kamara, former of B Mountain, now to LPRC orders. This is an individual who didn't play almost second phase of the season due to injury. Kamara was injured. He didn't play almost the majority part of the second phase of the league. But this is a guy that has been called to the national team. My better concern, match fitness. With the absence of Samson Due, that's a big blow for Liberia defense. Very, very big blow. Now, Due's injury, we need a fixed defender who will be there. That thing that Giant for did is not professional. Giant for just stop other players from, traveling with the national team. That's really, really bad thing. It wasn't good. That wasn't properly calculated at all. But let's take a look at the squad invited by the senior men national team of Liberia. The three goalkeepers invited are Tomi Songos. We have Abdullah Kulubale, LPRC Orioles, Junior Yene, Wologisi FC. We have Prince Blay, foreign player, Natusuen, foreign player, Mark Papa, foreign, Chusu Dukle, Watanga, Nelson Laomi, Watanga, Feretanu, Watanga, Jaya for Blackman Warrior, Kemo Kamara, former of B Mountain to LPRC, the defense. Let's take a key look at the defenders. Watanga finishes the season third place. This is a team that went to the Battle Mass tournament. They consider in all the games they play. Watanga FC. They consider in all the games they play. But the coach decided to call Nelson Laomi, Feletanu, Jusu Dukle. 3 defenders from Watanga. They are not the best defending team in Liberia League. They are not. They can. They are not. But you choose to call 3 defenders from this team. Just of recent, these defenders were part of Watanga team that played their first 2 opening match. Pardon me, the first 2 opening matches in the Battle Mass tournament. They consider in all 2. They got whipped by Freeport. They got flogged by Global Farmer. The coach decided to call them. Instead, decided, say, I come. Say, I can see you every day, SKD, I come. You cannot go play. You know, these things are very serious and essential to our pride. We should stop buying sympathy and do the rightful thing. We should stop. It's very essential. It's very important. These things shouldn't be happening. Liberia is a big country. We produce world best, FIFA best, Ballon d'Or winner, African best, UEFA best. But here are we. See? These are things we need to be looking at keenly. Me, I don't go to America. I don't go to Canada. I want my country to qualify for the World Cup so I can be opportune to go there. It's very essential. It's very important. Maybe other people who are looking, but this is very important. Maybe they will see it will be something different. But we need to come together and make a difference. Let's look at the group. Let's take a key look at the group. Liberia Tunisia match will be starting 7 p.m. on Thursday, 7 o'clock on Thursday. Let's take a look at the group. Liberia is still on the table. They play 6 games. They get 10 points. It means out of the 6 games, they won 3. They drew 1, 10 points. Namibia is second on the table. They have 12 points. Tunisia is 16 points, first on the league table. Here we have 6 teams participating. We have Malawi, Equatorial Guinea, Liberia, Namibia, Tunisia, Sao Tome and Principe. And Liberia scored 7 goals. They conceded 4. So if we can win Tunisia, we'll be at 13 points. When we flog Malawi, we catch Tunisia, we get 16 points. So it's very important. It's very important. And this is the time we need to show to the world what we are capable of doing. This is Liberia. This is Liberia. When we win Malawi, we win Tunisia. That's 16 points. We'll be left with Namibia. We'll be left with what's the people need? Sao Tome. Yes. Second leg. Equatorial Guinea. I think so. So it could be. It could be. For me, I can tell people I'm not playing, but I just get strong belief that the national anthem of the great Republic of Liberia will be heard at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, Mexico, the USA, Canada. And we will not go to the World Cup as a participant. We will go to the World Cup as a contender. Let's get the short break and see how best we can talk to one of the journalists traveling with the national team in Tunisia, Anthony Kokwe and Koloba Zeze. But I get this short break to be back. Thank you again so much for joining us. We made efforts, and in the next 6 to 7 minutes, we will have Anthony Kokwe live from Tunis in Tunisia. Anthony Kokwe is the head of media at the Liberia Football Association, and he's in Tunisia with the national team of Liberia as we gear up to face Tunisia and that of Malawi. You can start sending in your prediction under the comment section of this live broadcast, and I will read it out for you. We will come back here on Thursday, the same day like Bobby playing, to talk also about the possibility, the chances, looking at the formation, looking at the key areas. Where do you think that we need to tackle when we meet Tunisia? Because Tunisia is a good team. They have a very beautiful team. They got a good history when it comes to the FIFA World Cup. They were at the last World Cup, I think so. Yeah, it was at the last World Cup in Qatar. So, and they even been at the AFCON. They was at the last AFCON, something like that. So it's something that we need to come out to say, oh yes, indeed, we need to tackle them in several key areas. Where we want to where we want to tackle them. Are we targeting them from the middle of the pack, or we coming from the wing area, or we targeting them from set pieces? Are you there? Are you getting me? Where do you think that we can target or tackle Tunisia when we're playing them? Because we have three components on the field, right? We have the defense, one, the middle, two, and the attack, three. So if component number one, if we targeted them from the middle, it means that we should play with more crowded midfielder. We should have the ball from them because they are very fast in releasing the Northern African countries, they they one time touch. But again, we can make use of set pieces like Arsenal does in the Premier League. Like Arsenal does. So we could say yes, every little set pieces we have, we make use of them. Corner kicks, free kicks, indirect kicks. We just get it rolling. We put our all to it. We put our all to it and get it rolling. Because I know that we probably want to go with a 4-3-3 formation or maybe a 4-4-2 formation, but defeat will not be a good one for us. Yes. Defeat will not be a very good one for us. We need to tackle them maybe with our super priority of maybe our objective of getting a win and a draw, if possible. But defeat will not be good for us. Yes, we can lose because to us, if we can finish first place, we might finish second. And we can make it. We can make it happen. We can make it happen. We can make it. So, but I do believe that the players invited are top-notch players, and I stand with the coach. I give our all because even Malawi, I can remember Malawi won us here in the first leg. They beat us here 1-0. So we're going back with a revenge, with a mindset of winning. But as soon as we get signal from Anthony Kokwe in Tunisia, we will get him live on the show from that part of Tunisia. But let's take a look at the BetoMass tournament. 4 teams are through to the semi-finals of the competition. Who will walk to the finals on tomorrow and day after tomorrow, the 3rd of September, and the 4th is the semi-finals matches. Heaven 11 finishes second in Group A, and they will be in action against Global Pharma on tomorrow. 3:30 p.m. is the kickoff time at the Tusa Field. The win for the Messengers will see them to the final of the BetoMass Champions Cup. But the defeat, they will set a tie for the 3rd place battle that will be taking place on Saturday and Sunday, the grand final. But again, Freeport FC will be against B Mountain in another semi-finals clash. Heaven 11 suffered their first defeat in the BetoMass Champion Tournament. But let's see if we can get a highlight of Heaven 11, Global Pharma, B Mountain, and Freeport FC as a contest of respect to the 4 teams that made it through to the semi-finals. They are the first 4 Liberian teams to qualify for the semi-finals of the BetoMass Champions Cup. The winner of this competition will pocket 10,000 United States dollars. Isn't it enough for preparation for the new league season? Let's see if we can bring you a highlight, beginning with Heaven 11 Football Club. How did they make it through to the semi-finals? Was it kind of easy for them, or was it kind of like tough, rough for the Messengers? But guess what? They became the first team in the competition to record a win and the first team to qualify for the semi-finals. Like Global Pharma, they keep their record track and they keep hold to it. They won 2, they drew 17 points, recorded the higher number of points in the competition, scored the highest number of goals in the competition. That's in Group B. They won their first match 2-0, second 1-0 against Watanga Gullets, against Freeport Big Mountain, 1-1 against Freeport, 3-2 against Global Pharma. That's Blackman Warrior, 2-1 win against Heaven 11. For her part, Heaven 11 2-1 defeat to them against Big Mountain, 2-0 win against Blackman Warrior, 1-0 victory against City Rivals Pinzo FC. Let's take a look at Freeport FC. Freeport 1-0 win against Watanga first game and 0-0 draw against Discovery. Gullets against Global Pharma in their last match. So these are just results from the 4 teams. They enter the semi-final. Freeport against Big Mountain, Heaven 11 against Global Pharma. But I bring you highlights from the Battle Mass tournament and see how did the teams made it through to the semifinals. Thank you so much for joining us again. That was the first highlight in the Better Mass tournament. Heaven 11, we call it 2. That's 1-0 victory. We're making an effort to see how best we can get Anthony Kokwe on the line from the capital of Tunisia in Tunis. But you witness that's the first highlight of the day that you saw Heaven 11 luckily collected a 1-0 victory. Anthony Kokwe now is live on the line. Kokwe, good morning. Welcome to Inter Sports Extra.
Good morning, Eden. Good morning to the viewers. It's a pleasure joining your broadcast live from Tunis.
Thank you so much for also picking up our calls. We appreciate you. Whenever we request that we want to call you, you accept it immediately. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Eden.
Tell us first, how is Tunis, the capital of Tunisia?
Well, Tunis is fine. It's my first time being here. Okay. And like other members of the delegation, others have been here too as well during the same national team duty. And the place is calm. And since we arrived, there has been one reception from the hosier relative to officials from the Football Association and also Sportage or Africa TMS, an agency that we usually work with whenever we are traveling out of Liberia, relative to arranging accommodations and other local transport for us. So everything has been moving on fine so far.
This is welcoming. Good to hear. Thanks be to God. Let's get the ball rolling. The national team of Liberia is already in Tunisia ahead of the Thursday evening fixture against the host. Tell us in terms of preparation, in terms of arrivals, where are we?
Well, upon arrival here from the delegation from Monrovia, we met three to four foreign-based players that include Ayuba Kosia, Suleiman Amba, Mark Papa, and Sheikh Sissid. So 4 foreign-based players invited were already here before us. They arrived the same day but earlier. So the next day we have other players arriving as well. We currently have Nantu Swin who came in late last night. Earlier we saw Solomon Ba and not Solomon Ba but Solomon Twet and Jimmy Facalon arrived yesterday from the US. So at the moment we are only awaiting Oscar Dore and Divantier, who I'm currently posted in the lobby awaiting their arrival. So hoping that they don't arrive while we are on the score because I will have to be interrupted. So they are the only 2 players that we are waiting for right now. So the team commenced preparation, and yesterday they had double session. The first one was in the morning and then later in the evening. So currently as we speak, they are currently in the conference hall where they are going through the video analysis session. And I had to leave from there because I want to get some arrival shot for the captain and Divantier. So they are after that they're going to have some rest, and then before the late evening training at the Aspire Tunis Sporting Academy field that we have been using. So the match is scheduled for 8 p.m. this side, 7 p.m. Liberia time. So they want to train within that time to adjust to the weather so that during game time it doesn't become a difficult situation. So far so good. I mean, everything is going on smoothly here, and we are preparing, hoping for the best result.
Anthony, with the absence of Jaya for Daniel Toh, does it get any changes in the coach plan concerning these 2 players absent? Are there possible addition or replacement for them?
Well, these are unfortunate situations that do occur sometimes when we are on national team duty or even on club duty. And as a coach, that's why we have those significant number of players so that in case of anything, you are able to replace a particular player or players who were either injured or maybe due to some unforeseen circumstances that you have to replace. So as a coach, that's the technical side of it. I mean, he knows best, but there isn't any plan to invite another player from Monrovia or maybe even foreign-based players to come and join the squad. So the coach is just going to work with those players that you have here on ground. So it was just unfortunate, and this is something that it goes beyond just the regular politics, electoral politics that we do have in Liberia, because these are players we consider professional players. These are senior national team level. So it's all about you being that professional and honest, because the team manager requested the passport of everyone who were part of the delegation, and then they submitted a soft copy of those passports that were eventually submitted to the Tunisian authorities for visa processing. So after the submission of that online, everyone is required on a traveling day to come with their passports so that the same team manager collects and then sent to reach the airport, give the inspector to inspect before moving on further procedures. So if a player had this passport situation long before he was even invited to train with the national team, I mean, it's just fair enough to alert the administrators or the team that there is a situation and just got to alert you people so that a remedy can be found to it. But if you don't until we are at the airport or perhaps planning to travel now and then come up with it, I mean, it's just unfortunate. However, as a football association, I mean, it's something that we continue to work on to curtail because sometimes you expect a lot from these players as professionals because it's not grassroots to say they are minors, U10, U12, U15, so you should have been there playing that role. But at this age or stage, you can expect such. However, it has happened, and the coach is going to work with the players that are on ground to ensure that we play better football to get the needed result.
We have 2 aways fixture. Thursday, the 4th of September, the 8th Monday of September, one against Tunisia, one against Malawi. How's the feelings among the players within the camp of the national team ahead of these 2 crucial away fixtures that will determine our fate into the World Cup qualifiers that many Liberians reach and hope to see the team in the USA Camps 2026?
Well, the atmosphere is normal among the players, and regardless of who they're going to play or what their current standing or position, I mean, they always have that mindset of going to play, giving their best on the pitch. Sometimes you may get distracted, unlike the past where maybe due to the long distance travel, but yes, they have gotten enough rest and other mechanism of administrative procedures are put into place. So the players are more focused on the game day itself. So they want to give it their all, and moreover, things have evolved where you have video analysis or video session telling you about the opponent, how they play, not just telling you, but you yourself seeing it through the video, and then how you should go about defending against them, attacking them. I mean, those attacking transitions and so forth. So it helps in the process to put the players on their guard so that when they go to training session, train in line with what they have been going through the video session, and then applying those same things on the pitch. So, I mean, there is no issue. The players are well focused, and it's all left with them taking the instruction from the coach, go on the pitch, and execute what they're supposed to do. And then whatever the result is just about going to the pitch to get the result and make Liberians back home proud. Because sometimes even if you don't get the win, but the fact that you play very well on the pitch, the fans admire the fact that you play against a tough opponent and then maybe conceding less goals or perhaps even dominating the possession or dominating the game, but we're just unlucky.
Thank you so much, Anthony Nkokwe. We hope to talk to you on Thursday, the date of Lone Star match. Same time like this. We hope that everything goes well with Liberia up there. Wishing you guys all of the best.
Thank you, Edwin, and thanks to the Liberians back home and even those abroad that have been following as well. Just to thank them for their level of support. I mean, this is our national team. There are others who are way below us. Every one of us keep striving to get up there and building our teams to compete at international competitions. Likewise, there are others, the Morocco, the Tunisia that we are about to play, and other top African countries who are at the top at the moment. I mean, they are not satisfied with where they are, so they themselves are still building and pushing to go higher. So we are not just the only people preparing. So every match you go into is going to be a tough competition, and as time goes by, once these things are worked on, finding remedy from the grassroots level up to the senior national team level, I mean, things will improve and get better.
Thank you so much, Anthony.
Thank you, Edwin.
He's Anthony Nkokwe. They're live from Tunis, the capital of Tunisia, as Liberia continue their preparation for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier. Like we were talking, right? You see, some of the issues that we keep saying, we keep telling people that we need to be honest to ourselves as Liberians, right? The national team can call you, and you know you got something coming up, and then you accepted the call. They asked you to submit a passport, a copy of a passport. You submitted a copy of your passport. They submitted them to the Tunisian government. They approve of your visa. They pay your plane ticket. The day to travel, you can't tell the people, say, oh, I get SYZ things coming up, so I can't travel. Guys, we need to be professional. We really need to be professional. The issue of Jai Yanfor and Daniel Toe wasn't welcoming at all. Honestly, wasn't really welcoming. You listen to what the media, the head of media at the LFA, Anthony Kokwe, just stated. It's disheartening. It's really disheartening. At times we need to say, oh yes, we're ready, we want to do this, we want the team to be like this. You know, it's something that we should also look at it the other way. We should look at it the other way. Because if to say Jai Yanfor or Daniel Tokua informed the team manager about this situation, trust me, either they're going to invite another person to come and fill that void. But you know, you didn't do that. So at the end, that money wasted. Now I know, but for me, the later I mean, I'm too sure that when they purchase ticket for you, you miss a flight, no, the money can be refundable. But let's see if we can talk to Jai Yanfor on the line. Yanfor will tell us the inside of the story. But it's something that was really frustrating, to be real. You know, there were several recommendations made that Jai Yanfor should fill the gap of Samson Due. Because for me, I supported the idea because I do believe that Samson and Jai have similar quality. Sorry, they have similar quality of play. Jai is soft, he controls well, beautifully well, he passes good. So he could be a perfect replacement. A very perfect replacement. Jai could be a very perfect replacement for Samson Due. But here we are. It didn't work up. It didn't work up the way it should. And now the money cannot be refundable. You can't go say, let me pay the money back. It can't work that way. It can't work that way. It can't. I tell me like, but we need to add more professional. We need to add more professional. Like, but it's all we have. We cannot be treating the country like we treating something different. We can't. Come on. But it's good. We wish Liberia all the best against Tunisia on Thursday, 7 o'clock in the evening is the kickoff time. So let's come together, support our national team. 8 p.m. in Tunisia time, 7 p.m. Liberian time. And on Monday, we will be against Malawi, the Flames. You know, I love the name there. For Tunisia, we call them the Cottage Eagle. Liberia will say Lone Star. The Lone Star. You know, that's what say number 5 get the ball and pass it to number 4. Number 4 pass it to number 6. Number 6 get the ball to number 9. It's so good. Yeah. You know, I wanted to be a musician, but I just look at it and say no, man, because Clarence Dolo, Theophilus won't be musicians, so I just switch. You know, but I got a good tone to sing. Yeah, mommy, bro. You know, but don't get it twisted. You know, this is Liberia, and our national team will be in action on Thursday. But the Battle Mass tournament semifinals return on tomorrow. Heaven 11 against Global Farmer. We just witnessed Heaven 11 1-0 victory against Painesville. But let's see if we can get Global Farmer a highlight from Global Farmer. It can be against Watanga, against Discovery, against Freeport. But let's see if Clarence Dolo can bring you that win. Just one of that game that Global Farmer win. I want us to look at how they have 11 win pins, how Global Farmer won the game and going into the semi-final, who has the possibility or the probability of winning. Let's look at the percentage. Is it having 11 have 50% of winning or 60%, or does Global Farmer stands a possible chance of eliminating having 11 from the competition, reaching the final? We will find out and see right after this highlight, Global Farmer against Discovery or Freeport or against Watanga. So that's the highlight from my Global Farmer 1-0 victory over Watanga FC in their second match in the group stage. They win, qualifies them then automatically to the semifinals of the competition thanks to Damo Damotel, who got the goal in the 90 plus 2 minutes of out of time. But Global Farming, to be honest, they have a very good team. From the start of the tournament, they were classified as one of the underdogs in the competition. But thanks to the coaching staff, the players, for turning to not be an underdog, to be a real title contender. That football against Watanga is very essential, and it cannot be ruled up that there stands a possible chance of eliminating Heaven 11. The match is going to be at 3:30 p.m. It's going to be very, very an entertaining fixture that you can just afford to miss. But you see, when we talk about collective football, I saw that from my Global Farmer, from Oliver Seke to Diamond. It seems that they play well, but that they from Global Farmer side, I do believe that they also lack the finishing touches when it comes to appearance in front of the face of goal, because you cannot get that kind of chances and just let it slide away in that way. They need to capitalize on those chances, because if you play a serious-minded team, if you play a team that probably people think that is compared to you, it's about your chances you get, you miss use of these chances and score the goals, and you just relax. But you cannot be missing from that angle, from that end, and just think that probably maybe you could just easily walk away with the win. But they have a very honest, good team. I saw them against Discovery in the first game in the group, and they defended well. They fast break. They caught Discovery on the fast break till Elijah Coleman gifted the ball away to Diamond to get the second goal. Heaven 11 will be without Shane Barry, William Gibson, and Nicholas Andrew. Nick Junior is kind of like out of the country. He's not part of the team. But let's see if we can get just one more team highlight, color a day on the show. B Mountain, they're one of the top teams now in the competition. They play 3, they got 2 wins, 1 draw, 7 points. They have a promising team. We are the kid is very good. But let's see if we can get a highlight from B Mountain. that's the highlight from Blue Mountain against Blackman Warrior in their 2 days match. The game first half will play on the day, and the second half will play the following day due to the poor Latin system at the Tusa Field in Ghana's. But the Blackman Warrior, they say they're representing CAF. I mean, a Liberian CAF, yes. They will be representing Liberia, but they played 3 games. They consider the highest number of goals. They failed to win, and then they joined Watanga in the competition that are yet to win in that area. But B Mountain will be against Freeport, who is physical in terms of their style of playing. But they're going to be a very interesting fixture on Thursday that you can just afford to miss them. But thanks to all of you for watching, and we'll be back here on Thursday with the presentation of Sports Extra. But the larger pan will be here tomorrow with another splendid edition. I'm Edwin Batafoyan. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to Anthony Kokwe for joining us live from Tunisia. We will join Anthony when we come back on Thursday, the date of Liberia game. We will analyze the chances of Liberia in terms of that match. What we stand to get the result. Is it draw, win, or defeat? But I do believe that Liberia will get a win against Tunisia. Thanks so much. Thanks to Clarence Dolo, Victor Freeman, and part of the entire team here at Intersports. I presented. I'm Edwin Batafoyan. Good morning from Pinzo City. Bye-bye.
Intel Sports, Liberia's biggest and professional sports television station, is now located at GSA and Rehab Drive in Painesville. Intel Sports is 100% Liberian owned. It is an exclusive sports platform that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station.